Hello, my name is Richard Borgerding. I'm with Bogey Aviation. It's a small company that my wife and I came up with. I was going to show you off a couple projects that I have, and then we just picked up a project. It's a Cessna 172 1965 F model. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft. I'll show you here in a minute. In the background, you'll see my beautiful flybaby. This one right here was overhauled, recovered from a barn down in Kentucky. For those of you who read Sports Aviation Magazine, last May edition, you would recognize this airplane because it was in their 5-page article. In the background there is a 1966 Piper Cherokee 140 that we're doing a complete overhaul on. The engine is in work, so it'll be done soon. And we're ready to put the engine on and then do all the ADs and get that thing going. Right here is my Citabia 1972 model. As you see, it's coming down to nothing. And this one's getting a total overhaul also with a new fresh engine, new interior, upgraded radios, all kinds of fun stuff. This is airplane. It's going to be an awesome plane to fly. Can't wait to fly it. So I get to test fly all these planes and have a good time. This one right here, you pretty much want to peek inside real fast. Nice dashboard. Still basic, but you know, it's nice. Got this on a really, really good deal. And trying to sell some of the stuff with my wife, you know, she kind of like, are you kidding me? You're buying this stuff? This one right here, when we first got the flybaby, she about laughed at me at one point or cried because it was in such rough shape that she's like thinking, are you out of your mind? Well, then she hasn't seen the 172 that I got, and we're just going to walk over to the other hangar real quick. Right across the way is my 172 here. I'm sharing ownership with another gentleman who's owned it for 40 years. But due to certain reasons, and it's not his fault, this aircraft was pretty much locked in the hangar for literally 33 years or so. And as you can see, it needs a big hug. It's really, really, really dirty. When my wife sees this, she is going to be torqued. She's going to be like, what did you buy? But I see beyond the dirt, the dust and grime, the rusty nuts and bolts on it that will need to be replaced. This right here is going to be a beautiful aircraft. It's got 3,600 hours total time frame on it and on the engine. And but the engine will come out total overhaul. This is an 0300 Continental, which is a great running engine. A lot of people don't like that Continental because it's got the 6 cylinders, but it's still a great engine. We'll put new windows in it, new glass, update it. Inside looks bad. Just to kind of give you an idea, good thing that this is on camera because you can't smell the airplane. It smells bad. But that's okay. That's what, we'll go in there and get it all cleaned up. But we'll look back in here. So you see the birds got in here, had a good time. They had a party in here apparently. Made a mess of everything. Raccoons got in here also. So what that means is a lot of rewiring. I have to check every bit of wiring on this thing. You can see this thing's been hasn't flown for many years because the well, 87 was the last time this thing was registered with the state of Ohio. But lots of dirt, a lot of dust. But looking forward to getting this thing overhauled and flying. Boy, it's got a lot of work on it. What we're going to do as we go through this, and I know there's going to be a lot of comments probably put about this plane, thinking, what are you guys doing? You're out of your mind. But, you know, that's one thing I love to do is save airplanes, and that's one thing we're doing with the previous owner, or with the owner right now. We're partnering up with him. There's my wings right there for my Piper. So they're all going to come back together. So luckily the Piper wings are off because there's some ADs that goes on inside this thing, so we can easily get the ADs done on those things. But we have a little bit of corrosion on this wing right here. So once I get the corrosion, we're going to evaluate it. I'm going to get the wings all cleaned out. As you can see, some birds got up inside. There's some nesting going on in there. We're going to clean it up really good. There's some pop rivets right there. We're showing that there's some heavy corrosion up inside there. And for some of you people who really know the 172, there should be a spar right up above there. So the spar's got to be completely inspected. Fuel tanks are going to be coming out. If the spar looks rough and not sure if we can be able to salvage this wing, we will be able to get a hold of we're willing to put a new wing on there. So the engine itself's got all its parts to it, ready to be overhauled and ready to go. So follow us. Just keep an eye on what we're doing with this project. It's going to take us a lot of work. We joke about this, say this airplane will be flying on Tuesday, but I'm not going to tell you what Tuesday, because we do not know. As you can see, this airplane needs a heck of a lot of work, but it's going to be saved. So follow us. We'll be just going step by step, being very, very picky on the aircraft. I mean, this is going to be a gorgeous airplane, and hopefully we can teach you guys a few things. I'm going to learn a few things. The owner of it is going to learn a few things. And the key thing about overhauling this aircraft and doing this is we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of headaches. We might say a few shucky darns in the meanwhile, but hey, we're going to have fun doing it. So like the video if you can, and just keep watching what we do.